Everyone. I know it's 5:30, but we're going to give you all a few more minutes to enjoy your meal. And in about 5 minutes, we'll have the student winners come up and take their seats in the front row here so that we can get started. I will come back to the mic and let you know when that happens. So 5 more minutes, and then we'll get started. Okay, we are almost ready to get started. If we could have all the student winners, undergraduate and graduate students, find their place, find their seat up front. We'll get started in a couple minutes.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you all for joining us tonight. My name is Sydney Berger, and I am thrilled to be emceeing tonight the President's Awards for Leadership. I'm currently majoring in broadcast news and minoring in sport management, and I'm a senior with 3 weeks left at Washington State University. On behalf of everyone at the Center for Civic Engagement, the Center for Student Organizations and Leadership, the Compton Union Building, the Associated Students of Washington State University, and the Graduate and Professional Students Association, welcome to the 27th Annual President's Awards for Leadership, the premier co-curricular awards program honoring student leadership at Washington State University. Before we get started tonight, Washington State University would like to acknowledge that its locations statewide are on the homelands of Native peoples who have lived in this region from time immemorial. Currently, there are 42 tribes, 35 of which are federally recognized, that share traditional homelands and waterways in what is now Washington State. Some of these are nations and confederacies that represent multiple tribes and bands. The university expresses its deepest respect for and gratitude towards these original and current caretakers of the region. We acknowledge that the disposition of indigenous lands was often taken by coercive and violent acts in the disregard of treaties. For that, we extend our deepest apologies. We owe our deepest gratitude to the Native peoples of this region and to maintain our commitment towards reconciliation. Since 1996, we've had the privilege of serving the university in coordinating this annual program that features the President's Awards for Leadership. Students at all Washington State University campuses are leaders in their communities on campus, off campus, and around the globe. The President's Awards for Leadership recognize these exceptional students and people and organizations that have supported and empowered them along the way. Now we would like to invite up two individuals whose leadership is consistent with the values of Washington State University: ASWCU President Jacob Martinez and ASWCU Vice President Kiana Parsi.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I want to say congratulations to all the recipients. I applaud you for all the work you have done here in this community, and thank you, everyone, for being here. To start off, I can't believe there's only 2 to 3 weeks left of the semester. It feels just like yesterday where Kiana and I were standing here giving our first ever speech, being inaugurated. And I just want to reflect some of the moments we had, which was increasing diversity, providing more resources to support student safety, working with individuals from different backgrounds on specific projects, focusing on mental health, extending student parking at our UREC without having to increase student fees, so that was a plus, and figuring out what student fees are going towards and how we can better support the overall student population. As well as one of our main projects, as I'm super excited to share, is the creation of the ASWCU scholarship that was focused towards undocumented students. And I had the honor of working with Marcella Pattinson, I know she was nominated as well, and a few other student leaders who were nominated to better understand what was needed of me as a leader to create this opportunity for students. Luckily, I've already started creating the application for the scholarship, and we have begun planning a gala which would start in, I believe, February of 2024 or March 2024. And before I hand it off to Kiana, I just want to thank you all for your support from this past year, and I'm super excited to see what the next cabinet has to offer. So Kiana.
So as Jacob stated, it's been an honor to serve our student body this academic year. I met some of the smartest, kindest, most hardworking, and caring individuals through ASWCU and made life-lasting friendships. I'm so happy to have been able to do this with my best friend by my side. Jacob and I have had the pleasure to work with Luke and Maccabee for the last year or two, and we believe that they will do great things this upcoming year. We hope they can finish any projects we were unable to complete and are excited to see the amazing things they will accomplish for our amazing Coug community. With that being said, thank you for everyone's support and this amazing opportunity. And without further ado, here's your next ASWCU President and Vice President, Luke Deshane and Maccabee Warndorf. and Reagan Kelly, please. Is Reagan Kelly here to oh, thank you. Sorry, I couldn't see you. Okay. So yeah, just swear them in and then they can
Okay. All right. Should we get to this? Please put your right hands up. All right. Repeat after me. I do solemnly affirm
I do solemnly affirm
that I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
that I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the Associated Students of Washington State University.
the Constitution of the Associated Students of Washington State University.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Reggie.
Good evening, everybody. I just have a few remarks on behalf of me and Vice President Maccabee Warndorf. So I just want to say I'm honored and excited to stand before you today as the newly elected ASWSU president. I want to express my deep appreciation to the students that have given me the opportunity to represent them as a student body. As we move forward, I want to assure you that Vice President Warndorf and I are committed to working collaboratively with you all to make our university the best it can be. We understand that there are many challenges in our efforts, but we will support students and administration in overcoming these in any way that we can. We believe that the key to success in the year to come will be open communication and mutual respect. We pledge to work with you to ensure that every student is represented and that their voices are heard. We will strive to create an inclusive and welcoming environment that fosters a community of strength and success. We will work diligently to communicate the needs of the student body with administration. However, to achieve our goals, ASWSU needs support and encouragement from the students and leaders of our school. As we promised during our campaign, Vice President Warndorf and I will be streamlining communication process between the students and our executive team. We urge you all to share your ideas and perspectives with us so that we can work together towards a promising future for all Cougs. I appreciate everyone's time and attention, and we look forward to working with you in the year to come. Thank you, and go Cougs.
Congratulations again, Luke and Maccabee, on your recent election to serve the students of the Pullman campus. At this time, please help me in welcoming the interim Assistant Vice Chancellor and Dean of Students at Washington State University, Dr. Jenna Hyatt. She earned her doctorate in higher education at the University of North Texas and has worked in student affairs leadership roles at Southern Methodist University, the University of Arizona, and Central Washington University. As the Dean of Students at WSU, her goal is to create environments and systems that are welcoming, open, and accessible to all students. Let's give her an enthusiastic Cougar welcome to our Dean of Students, Dr. Jenna Hyatt.
Good evening. Thank you so much. It really is an honor to be here. So for all of our students and families, I know that are streaming in, and faculty, staff, colleagues, and all the organizers of this event, this incredible award celebration, thank you for the honor of being here tonight with you to celebrate our WSU student and faculty staff leaders. The President's Awards for Leadership, it is a prestigious honor. And tonight we are here to shine light on all of you and celebrate all that you've accomplished. And in advance, congratulations to our past, present, and even our future leaders. But before we get to the awards, there's a few things. First, I want to congratulate all of you, our outgoing ASWSU leadership, truly leaders, and I want to thank you for stepping into that spotlight. It is not an easy one to share and to have and to lead all of the university. You navigated very difficult, critical issues that truly did matter. This year has given us much to build upon, such as your steadfast interest to advance students' real critical issues which has made a difference for undocumented students, for mental health crisis that faces all of higher education, and access to medical preventative resources. Thank you so much. I want to congratulate too our new ASWSU leadership, and thank you for stepping into the spotlight now. It's all on you, but you're not alone. And as you said and just moments ago, that you need all of us to help, and we will do that. We take that challenge. It's an important one. I'm really looking forward to partnering and collaborating together on issues that improve our student experience. As new student leaders, you represent this transition of student leadership across the university in organizations, in advisory boards that you're asked to fill, that really are at the table literally talking about the problems and finding the solutions. You're at the table at councils, on search committees that need and want student representation. You're members and parts of student employment that are seeing firsthand how students are accessing services. And so there will not be a part of the university that you will not be invited to. Here's the thing, you need to accept that invitation and show up. Please show up. Stand up for all students. And we need to hear. Second, I want to mention to all of our faculty and staff and community organizations that are here being awarded tonight, I want to thank you so much. You provide those opportunities that empower students as leaders to be sitting where they are right now. We move from so much from a theoretical framework of ideas and concepts into really experience and doing. And as mentors in organizations, you provide that playground, that playbook, those examples, those experiences, and that mentorship. And for that, thank you so much, because by learning, we do. Those recognized this evening have left a positive impact on the WSU student experience and have undoubtedly developed their leadership skills through experiences both in and out of the classroom. So next, as your Dean of Students, and because I've been given a mic, I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to share a few insights that I would want all students to hear in several ways. So here it goes. There's 3 things. One, first and foremost, I want to speak to all of you because you all are heroes. When I think about the role of leadership, I think of the hero's journey. And I don't doubt that for a minute you all don't know about the hero's journey, but I'm just going to refresh your memory. You may have already studied or understand it, but you know that there's a character arc that demands the hero to first leave their home. And you did. You left your home, and you became a Coug in this home. The hero is sent away to prove themselves and grow into a leader that their community needs. That was here at WSU. Your journeys are always, for a hero, ones that are service and self-sacrifice, without a doubt. And at the most basic, the hero's journey is a common pattern all hero characters follow. It follows a character as they're called on an adventure. In an adventure, I have no doubt you have many stories to share. A hero also faces a series of trials and undergoes a final challenge where they prove they've grown into the hero's archetype. However, unlike similar story adventures, the hero's journey doesn't stop there. We all know that. You see, the success in society is as important as the success of you as a hero. Your leadership at WSU imprints and models for others who've been watching you as you've led how to significantly impact that circle that you live around, that see you and that you influence. The privilege of leading at a university comes with knowing that education is an economic and independent liberty. You've had the privilege of leading at this institution, and take that not for granted ever. For the real problems that we are asked to solve are very difficult, and you as students are the closest to those problems, and thus you have and are the closest to be the loudest to help us solve them together and partner. That matters. We know that mental health is improved through human connections. We know that a human condition is to feel and be accepted and to belong to something, belong to one another, to be noticed, The world needs Cougs at every table. I implore you to continue to reach out to those that matter to you. Don't hesitate. Make it this unstoppable chain of support. I implore you all to be that Coug. We know that you will soon hear about these leadership hero journeys tonight and how they've developed new solutions to critical problems and how they've strengthened this chain of belonging. This is why the hero's journey requires the hero to return home, to share their new skills and knowledge, helping their society heal and prosper as the final phase of their journey. Without this critical step, their hero's character arc, I'm sorry, but it's incomplete. So you need to be asking all of yourselves, where are you in your hero's journey? For some, you are beginning and rumbling through your call to adventure, or you may be crossing the road of trials or state of atonement and transformation. I know that as a hero that tonight, when you hear these stories, it will for sure inspire yourself and ignite that again and again and again. And I know that tonight, as we hear these stories, it'll inspire us. So for the President's Award for Leadership, for all those that are selected, the meaning of this award, it does hold much prestige. You represent a stage of your hero's journey, and no matter where you are in your arc, you're not alone. Look around, please, look around. There are hundreds of sidekicks all around you. Congratulations to all of you, inspiring all of us, and congratulations again for receiving this award tonight. Next, although I do want to share a little big picture with you about the nominations as a whole. The committee received over 209 total nominations, and tonight we have 64 total awardees representing 5 WSU campuses, and specifically, that makeup is around 40 undergraduate students, 10 graduate student winners, 8 faculty staff that help empower students to be leaders, 3 registered student organizations, and 3 powerful community partners. Here's the thing. These award winners, though, more importantly, also represent being trusted family members, world-class scholars and researchers, innovators and teachers who are model leaders. First-generation, first-year students through graduate students, undocumented, gay, straight, trans, bi, fluid, Latina, Latino, Filipino, African-American, white, women, secure, insecure, tired, hungry, and poor. And for all those intersecting identities, you are why we are here, you, the best of the very best. As a challenge, I ask that you continue to ask yourself, what impact are you going to make in your Cougar community as you move forward as a leader, as a hero? Who mentored you and who was your hero? And who do you look up to? It is a privilege to be here. Make no mistake. And I am looking forward to hearing all about the impact leaders receiving their awards tonight. This is somewhat the point of it all when we get to this season of the year. So please be that Coug, all of us, everywhere. Again, you're closer to the problems. We need real solutions to these, and we can only do that together. So in closing, I leave you with a quote from John Gordon. A leader is a dealer of hope. Please be that champion of what's possible today. Inspire others to keep going and share a positive vision for that road ahead. Now let's get this party going. Go Cougs.
Thank you, Dr. Hyatt, for joining us tonight and your thoughts on leadership at WSU. As you heard earlier this evening, we will be recognizing a variety of outstanding individuals and organizations within the WSU community with the President's Award for Leadership. Before we recognize this year's awardees, we know that we have some distinguished past winners joining us here and virtually. If you are a past recipient of the President's Award, please stand to be acknowledged, or you can type "Go Cougs" in the live stream comment section. Don't be shy. Thank you all. We're honored to have you here with us tonight, and if you're with us virtually. We're announcing the winners of the President's Award for Leadership for the following categories: undergraduate students, graduate students, faculty and staff, registered student organizations, and community organizations. Although we are asking for one representative of groups and organizations to accept this award, we would like to get pictures of the entire group after the event, so please stick around. Dr. Hyatt, would you please join us near the front of the stage to recognize this year's President Award for Leadership winners? And to present our recipients of the President's Award for Leadership, please welcome Nicole Wamsley, the Leadership and Organization Coordinator with the Center for Student Organizations and Leadership, and Dave Jones, the Student Engagement Coordinator of the Center for Civic Engagement.
Thank you. Today we get the privilege of recognizing amazing undergraduate students from all walks of co-curricular life. These student leaders exemplify the highest qualities of Washington State University and student leadership. They have been involved in many endeavors, yet they all share the same passion, dedication, and spirit of cultivating a dynamic campus environment. One that is truly special, one that is truly unique. Both Dave and I are honored to present these amazing Cougars to you today. Damian Isaac Alvarado is a senior studying broadcast news. As one of the most experienced broadcast journalists in his class, people from Damian's cohort often seek guidance and mentorship from him, whether they need to help making contacts in the field or using editing software. Damian has been very involved at Cable 8 and recently went to Kenya to interview professors and community members.
Next, Sophia Aronofsky is a junior studying psychology and sociology with a minor in at-risk youth. Sophia has served as a peer mentor for the Center for Civic Engagement, maybe my favorite peer mentor that we've ever had, and is the Vice President of Standards for Sigma Kappa. She loves helping her peers and others in the Pullman community, and she loves volunteering when she can.
Alvin Joseph Asana is a sophomore studying computer science. Currently in the Army, Alvin is also involved in several multicultural organizations such as APASC, MECHA, and BSU. He is a great example of an individual who exemplifies breaking down stereotypical barriers, enforces cross-cultural collaborations, and highlights and shares his own similarities and stories within all underrepresented communities.
Colin Bannister is a first-year student studying philosophy and pre-law. As a leader, Colin is determined to elevate those around him. He is on the Cougar Crew team and works as the Vice President of Scholarships for Delta Sigma Pi. Colin also serves as the Director of Legislative Affairs for ASWSU, working at our state capitol to create bipartisan solutions to student problems.
Andrew E. Bartelheimer is a senior studying animal science management. Andrew is an inclusive, cooperative, positive, and encouraging leader. He paves the way for his peers to succeed in their careers by helping them build life skills and seeking opportunities for his peers to grow professionally and personally. Andrew has served in several dairy-related clubs, including the WSU Dairy Challenge Team and the Cooperative University Dairy Students Program Team, to name a few.
Megan Bernard is a senior studying biology. Megan holds leadership roles in both ROTC and the Cub building staff. She centers her leadership style around service, kindness, and clear communication. In her leadership roles, she has been able to model effective problem solving and help her peers make plans after graduation.
John Busey Bussey is not able to make it today, but I will still read his description, and that's why we didn't have a pronunciation. That makes sense now. Is a junior studying materials science and engineering. John has been involved in several WSU and professional student leadership teams, including WSU VCEA, the Honor Student Advisory Council, and the American Ceramic Society. He prioritizes motivating others, having clarity around the big picture, and helping others accomplish their goals.
Daniela Alpira Cabrera is a junior studying finance and music. Yeah, you can clap. That's By being able to keep creating safe and comfortable spaces for students, Daniela helps amplify the resources and community efforts to potential incoming students. She has been involved in many groups, including Allegro, Fire Club, Mariachi Leones de Monte, and Lambda Theta Alpha Latin Sorority.
Vanessa Solorzano Cardenas is a senior studying psychology and neuroscience. As someone who is involved in many organizations, Vanessa is always asking questions to expand services, seeking out opportunities for her students, and providing students with targeted support. She has served in many roles at WSU, including as a peer advisor for the STEM Student Support Service Program, a research assistant for the WSU Department of Integrative Psychology and Neuroscience, and a Spanish communications instructor.
Wilmer Castillo is a senior studying neuroscience and pre-med. Wilmer has been involved in WSU Neuroscience Club, Cougar Health Service, and the Multicultural Greek Executive Council. He is passionate and dedicated to improving his campus community and his fellow students. Wilmer is an extremely engaged campus leader and is an inspiration to many.
Amaris Couples is a junior studying political science. Amaris has served as the Director of Events and Logistics for ASWSU Global Campus. She stepped into the position and created meaningful and fun events throughout the year for students, including self-love, time management, mental health check-ins, Earth Day, and the Summit Conference.
Shaylin Erickson is a senior studying civil engineering. Shaylin has been in numerous leadership positions during her time at WSU with the goal of creating a safe and welcoming space for everyone, especially those in the AAPI community. Some of the positions she has held include Alumni Chair of the Filipino American Student Association, Vice President of Sigma Psi Zeta Sorority, and hula dancer of the Hawaii Club.
Shira Feinberg is a senior studying computer science. Shira has served as the lead director of Crimson Code Hackathon, a teaching assistant for design and analysis of algorithms, and the chair of the Association for Computing Machinery. Her positive impact on the university community is evident through her ability to inspire and motivate fellow students, increase engagement, and offer support to those in need.
Joseph Franklin is a junior studying communication. Joseph is the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion on the Interfraternity Council. He constantly spreads positivity and care to his community and the people around him. He also strives to grow and learn and educate in any way he can.
Hannah M. Healy is a senior studying biology, medical science, and minoring in business administration. Hannah is the president of the Honors Student Advisory Council and always works hard to engage first-year students and make sure they are having a successful transition from high school to college. Hannah has spearheaded the council's commitment to community engagement and outreach.
Alexander T. Heinrich is a senior studying physics. Alexander is the WSU Physics and Astronomy Club president and has been involved in the Pullman community in advocating for STEM education and gender equity in the STEM industry. He has encouraged students of all genders, identities, and backgrounds to not only pursue their education, but to be involved in their community.
Jared Christian Knight, who is joining us virtually this evening, is a junior studying hospitality business management. Jared reestablished the hospitality club by recruiting 3 club officers and over 60 new members for the club. He has a knack for determining the needs of the community and has worked with Cougar Pantry and the WSUV Carson College of Business Board Advisors.
Tanner Lack is a junior studying environmental and ecosystem science. Tanner is a leader who can see a need and fill the need efficiently. He finds issues and solves them in a variety of areas that he's involved in, such as the Crimson Service Desk, Greek Life, and ROTC.
Isabella X. Lawrence is a senior studying biology. Isabella is an officer for the WSU Tri-Cities Musical Theater Club that works to unite students under the appreciation of musical theater. Additionally, she has helped bring cultural awareness to campus through her student employee position at the Mosaic Center for Student Inclusion.
Amari Schuyler Lowry is a senior studying psychology. Amari has shown exceptional leadership through her involvement with Alpha Nu Multicultural Sorority, registered student organizations, and the Office for Access and Opportunity. She is always willing and enthusiastic to serve the greater community and is truly an exemplary leader.
Gabrielle Lund is a senior studying environmental science and political science with a minor in forestry. Gabrielle is greatly involved and loved on and off campus, exhibiting true leadership skills in all her roles. Along with her role as a senior resident advisor for Stevenson North, she is also an ASWSU senator and worked hard to make a difference. For example, she helped get feminine products in almost every bathroom on campus.
Jacob Martinez, who you saw earlier, is a senior studying advertising and broadcast production. As ASWSU president, Jacob has supported multicultural and undocumented students. He has also ensured that all Greek houses and residence halls have access to Narcan and drink test kits.
Anna McDonald is a senior studying biology and data analytics. Anna's achievements are academically, socially, and intellectually impressive. Outside of the classroom, she is a Cougar connector, a peer mentor, an officer of the undergraduate research club, and an active member in the Chi Omega sorority. She plays an impactful and meaningful role in all of these organizations.
Shiari McNeil is a senior studying elementary education. As a current student teacher in Pullman, Shiari is working closely with parents and the district to further conversations on race and identity. Shiari maximizes every opportunity and shares her wealth of knowledge with her community through teaching. She is unfortunately unable to join us tonight.
Sophie Mahia is a junior studying political science and philosophy as pre-law. Sophie is the Associate Director of Student Legal Services and has helped rebuild the office from its complete closure to a full staff of interns who operate the office. She is also the president of the WSU Political Science Club, providing a space for people to have civil discourse. Sophie works hard to build people's confidence and communicates clearly to ensure her expectations are clear and achievable.
Antonio Fajardo Mora is a junior studying psychology and comparative ethnic studies with a minor in human development. Antonio strongly believes in creating spaces where everyone feels welcome and valued, regardless of their background or their identity. He has worked hard to ensure the events and activities he organizes are inclusive and welcoming to all people. Antonio has been involved in MECHA, Sigma Lambda Beta International Fraternity, Crimson Group, and the African American Student Center.
Kyle Joseph Morgan is a senior studying zoology as pre-med. One of Kyle's most notable achievements is his contribution to ITS's Loner Hotspot program, which actively provides mobile hotspots available to all Pullman undergraduate students. Kyle's dedication and leadership in this project exemplify his commitment to service, equity, and social justice.
Rahsan Magdi Osman is a sophomore studying civil engineering and environmental science. Rahsan is an outstanding student leader leading the WSU Tri-Cities Black Student Union and and newly formed Women in STEM student organizations. She has also participated in the WSU Tri-Cities Coding Cougs. Razan is always trying to better the student experience at WSU Tri-Cities. She creates many opportunities for herself and her fellow students to get involved in clubs and opportunities on campus.
Caitlin Ottaway is a senior studying neuroscience and psychology. Caitlin created the WSU chapter of Active Minds, is an undergraduate research assistant at the Delovich Lab, and has served as a teaching assistant for Honors 298. She's passionate about empowering others to take a risk and seek out opportunities they're interested in.
Lera Leone Sofia Palladino is a sophomore studying international business and marketing with a minor in German. Teaching assistant, peer advisor, and team leader are a few of the titles Lyra has held during her time at WSU. She has gone above and beyond to curate resources for students across campus. In her role as Global Learning Office peer advisor, she embarked on a research project to highlight accessibility challenges for the traveling student on top of her regular office duties.
Maritai Anahi Mendoza Quiroz is a senior studying political science and foreign languages and cultures as pre-law, as well as Spanish, anthropology, and comparative ethnic studies. Maritai has been involved in many organizations advocating for undocumented students, Latinx, and marginalized students on campus. She creates a positive environment and is passionate about advocating for equity, opportunities for minorities on campus.
Joshna Prasanna Raghavan is a sophomore studying computer science. Under Joshna's leadership, the Indian Students Association organized many small events, big events like India Night with around 300 people, and 2 freshers' welcome parties. As an international transfer student from India, she considers her presidency of ISA one of her biggest accomplishments. Joshna is welcoming, empathetic, and knowledgeable.
Cooper Allen Razy is a sophomore studying mathematics teaching. Cooper is heavily involved in the WSU AFROTC program and volunteers his knowledge and experience to share with others. Cooper is described as being a strong leader who is hardworking, determined, dedicated, loyal, and selfless. And I'll make sure he hears all those words when he gets back. He's traveling right now.
Carlos Enrique Romero is a sophomore studying human development for youth and adolescents. Carlos, in addition to clearly being one of our most popular students, Carlos has been a leader on campus in numerous ways, such as his involvement in the Gamma Iota Omicron fraternity, the Multicultural Greek Council, ASWSU, and being a residence advisor as well as a student mentor. He aims to create positive change in his community and be a supportive shoulder for his peers to lean on.
Sydney Serna is a junior studying digital technology and culture. Sydney is not only president of the DTC Club on campus and social media executive for the Coug, she's also involved with the Passport program. Sydney is selfless, dependable, and passionate about invoking positive change in her community. Her peers value the support and loving personality that she exhibits in every job she does.
Sophie Shirali is a junior studying neuroscience. Sophie is a goal-driven student who takes pride in the work she does and aims to create a stimulating learning environment for those around her. She has leadership experience in many areas, from serving as a peer health educator to being resident advisor for the housing department. She excels at taking initiative, planning, and exhibiting courage.
Sharini Morelia Ojeda Silva is a junior studying human resources management. Sharini is a thoughtful leader and an advocate for inclusivity in the Pan-Hellenic and Greek life communities. Her work with the Multicultural Greek Council has helped create a more welcoming environment for people of all backgrounds. She has demonstrated strong leadership skills through her philanthropy and her ability to communicate and resolve conflicts with chapter presidents.
Ashley Claire Swanson is a senior studying music education. Ashley is an active leader in various music-based organizations such as the Cougar Marching Band, Jazz Society, and the Collegiate National Association for Music Education chapter at WSU. She has proven her ability to effectively communicate and collaborate with other leadership members throughout her event planning and conflict resolution.
Cheyenne Wilson is a junior studying digital technology and culture. Cheyenne is a very driven leader set on uniting the WSU Tri-Cities community. Her work with the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership and the Student Entertainment Board has helped her achieve this goal through promoting engagement with student events. She's not here tonight, and we'll send her those words as well.
Alexander Zaragoza is a senior studying psychology. Alex leads thoughtfully with kindness, reciprocity, and intersectional inclusivity at the forefront of all his actions. His role as the president of the Pre-Health Club has allowed him to demonstrate his ability to lead and promote an inclusive environment. And now for our graduate students. Graduate and professional students come to WSU from all over the nation and the world to participate in our cutting-edge, world-class research. Graduate students must be ambitious, talented leaders to pursue a degree at WSU, and these are the individuals who rose to the top of a very competitive pool of candidates for the President's Award for Leadership.
Marwa G.S. Ali is not able to make it, but has representation through her son, Seth. She is a graduate student studying engineering science. Through her work on the Budget Council Committee, Police Committee, Fee Committee, and countless other advising boards, Marwa is committed to bettering herself and her team. She is determined to be a reliable role model for many in the community.
I'm enjoying the photo op. AJ Barman is a graduate student studying in the Individual Interdisciplinary Doctoral Program. AJ is a strong presence in the community and has worked tirelessly to improve the lives of WSU students. For example, he introduced and advocated for new tuition waivers and grants. He serves as a representative for graduate students in front of the Student Government Council.
Brandon T. Cockburn is a graduate student studying cultural studies and social thought in education. Brandon has served as an instructor, advisor, career and academic coach, and graduate assistant. As a graduate assistant for the Center for Civic Engagement, he organized the scheduling of all CCE-led projects, project leader training and supervision, and spoke to the community partners to organize those projects. Brandon is passionate, hardworking, and willing to go above and beyond.
Shay Fowler is a graduate student studying as a Doctor of Pharmacy student. Shay has provided an incredible contribution through a collaboration through Kappa Psi and APFA ASP, promoting health and educational resources to the local community. She has also initiated many efforts in promoting diversity and community building throughout numerous organizations.
MD Mahede Hassan is a graduate student studying statistics. With extensive experience in statistics and research, he works to enrich the learning experiences of graduate students by working with the American Statistical Association graduate chapter here at WSU.
Zachary James Hill is a graduate student studying as a Doctor of Pharmacy student. Zachary has co-founded the Yakima Valley Interprofessional Practice and Education Collaborative to encourage interprofessional education and experiences for her fellow graduate staff. His fellow graduate staff. He has also worked as a student ambassador to advocate for incoming students and prepare them for college.
Dowan May Ibarra Jackson is a graduate student studying entomology. As president of the Entomology Graduate Student Association, Dowan aims to encourage others and foster growth. She's a founding member of the Department of Entomology DEI Committee and values mentoring others.
Gurdeep Singh Raina is a graduate student working on his PhD in management. Gurdeep has provided countless contributions to the local community. His resume includes president of ISA, senator of GSPA, and advisor to SSA and the Spectrum Institute. In addition to this, he's an avid volunteer and educator. As president of ISA, Gurdeep directed the restart of the organization in the wake of COVID-19.
Tanya Marie Weber is a graduate student working on her Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree. As a vital member of the CVM, Tanya is a research project leader, teaching assistant, team leader, and president of the AAC. She is the treasurer of Family Ties, Inc., and is involved with professional development and hiring committees with the University of Idaho. She works hard to collaborate, encourage others, and create a strong sense of community in the field of veterinary medicine.
Akshaya Venkatesh, in addition to being wonderful to work with, is a graduate student studying computer science. Acacia has participated in a multitude of events and programs on campus, ranging from being a Bollywood dance instructor to the Society of Women Engineers. As a mentor in shaping, as well as for the Indian Student Association, Acacia works to empower her fellow students and promote diversity and equity. Congratulations to all of these, our students. We're so proud of you and all that you have accomplished so far, and for all that you will accomplish as leaders. Now to recognize the faculty and staff winners, please welcome Mary Lecoq, Center for Civic Engagement Cougar Food Pantry Coordinator.
Though mentorship, guidance, and collaboration with partners on campus and in the community, faculty and staff at WCU play an integral role in empowering students to develop as leaders. Joseph Krosno is the Assistant Director of the Office of Research Assurances. Joe takes time to prioritize class. You can't hear it? Okay, I gotta get a little closer. Joe takes the time to prioritize class visits for brief IRB education and is quick to volunteer and teach students the process. He uniquely supports students in their growth and learning as future researchers. Dr. Lisa Johnson-Shull is the interim director of the writing program. She is dedicated to elevating student outcomes in terms of writing in the academy and subsequently in the workforce. She has worked with hundreds of student tutors, both at the undergraduate and graduate levels, to help them develop professional skills. She has also done substantial work innovating the 2 writing centers, undergrad and graduate, and helping faculty develop effective writing assignments. Dr. Sergey Lapin is the Associate Director of the Program in Data Analytics at WSU Everett and is joining us virtually today. Dr. Lapin mentors and advises dozens of students, with their success evident in their academic and scholarly achievements. Former students after graduation have successful careers in industry, including HP, Google, and Amazon. Many students continued their education in graduate programs, veterinary and medical schools. Dr. Sonia Isabel Lopez Lopez is the assistant is very popular, and the assistant professor of Spanish career track. Sonia is passionate about creating a safe, comfortable learning environment, and she always makes sure that her students get as much culture as possible. Her students see her passion in the classroom, and she has even recently expanded to taking WSU students on a medical trip to Guatemala through Hearts in Motion, where students utilize their learned Spanish and serve malnourished children in orphanages and senior center. She is teaching students language along with how to make a larger impact in the world. Dr. David Macon is an associate professor and director of the complex social and director of this complex social interaction laboratory. He has served as outstanding role model in a professional capacity in teaching, research, and service. Dr. Macon encourages curiosity and fosters an environment of learning where students and others are not afraid to ask questions and are eager to read more, learn more, and do more. Anne McCoy is the Deputy Director of Athletics and Senior Women's Administrator. For over 20 years, Ann McCoy has been a strong leader and advocate for student athletes, coaches, administrators, and other staff in the WSU Athletics Department. Ann is not only an advocate and safe space for the student athletes in sports that she supervises, but she also an active advocate for all the student athletes in the department. She does a lot of behind-the-scenes work to help provide student athletes with the best academic, athletic, and personal development resources possible. Ann is a tireless leader who goes above and beyond to help student athletes and staff reach their full potential. Marcella Pattinson is the Director of Undocumented Initiatives. She helps to cultivate and foster resilience and motivation in undocumented students here at WSU. Marcella provides leadership for WSU recruitment and retention programs such as La Buenvenida, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, UndocuQueer, Smart Start Program, and the Crimson Achievement Pathways, which are all undocumented initiatives, while also acting as advisor to the Crimson Group, an active student-led registered student organization supporting undocumented students in their academic journeys here at WSU. Dr. Yoshi Sano is the interim academic director and a professor in the College Agricultural, Human, and Natural Resources Sciences at WSU Vancouver. Dr. Sano is joining us today virtually and is recognized as bringing calm, organized leadership to her team while encouraging collaboration and communication. Dr. Sano cares deeply about the well-being of the WSUV campus and surrounding communities and encourages students as well as faculty to be enthusiastically engaged. Congratulations once again to these faculty and staff that help students find their passion as leaders. Please welcome Amy Robbins, the Community Programs Coordinator at the Center for Civic Engagement, who will recognize the registered student organizations and community organization winners.
All right. So through group membership and participation, WSU students lead to create positive change. Group leadership can amplify the efforts of individuals and create significant collective impact. Student organizations recognized by the President's Award for Leadership exemplify the notion that we can accomplish more together than we can alone. So the first resident organization is the Association for Computing Machinery. ACM has weekly meetings bringing numerous professionals to teach languages, frameworks, resume, LinkedIn, recruit, and more. Their largest event is the yearly Crimson Code Hackathon with over 300 participants. It is run fully by students for the community. ACM also coordinates with the community to help teach coding to the local K-12 schools. They are currently working on a meeting between ACM WSU and ACM University of Idaho to forge collaborative partnerships here on the Palouse. Members gain both soft and hard skills through this organization, finding internships and jobs through the recruiters and partnerships that they form. All right, our next organization is the Indian Students Association. To the members of ISA, it is more than just a registered student organization on campus. It is a well-knitted family that welcomes everyone with wide arms and warm smiles. It has over 200 members. A big part of ISA is celebrating significant cultural events, including raising funds and organizing events with authentic Indian foods, festivals, and traditional celebrations. Their events draw hundreds of students and the Palouse community members each year, infusing rich cultural experiences both on campus and throughout the Palouse community. All right, and our third resident student organization, is the Society of Women Engineers. The Society of Women Engineers effort has a great impact on WSU as well as our community. Their effort to motivate children in science and engineering through their annual Kids Science and Engineering Day is a highlight for our community. The Society of Women Engineers collaborates with over 30 RSOs to inspire over 250 elementary school students, their families, and over 250 volunteers. They also organize a lot of professional development activities, which are open to members as well of the rest of campus. SWE's activities empower members as they see fellow female engineering students accomplishing academic and professional goals. They foster support, inclusive activities, and encourage academic excellence. Now to move on to our community organizations. As a land-grant institution, Washington State University has a long-standing commitment to the communities in this state. And each year, hundreds of community organizations work with WSU students, faculty, and staff to improve the world around us. Our first community organization is the Pullman Arts Foundation. The Pullman Arts Foundation was founded in 2020 and demonstrates student and community engagement. They believe that in the power of art and standing by their commitment to social justice. The board uses their skills, their artistic abilities, and their own styles of leadership to express themselves and their beliefs. They exude passion. They believe public art and community engagement projects can be an aspect of creative placemaking while fostering important conversations about social justice and diversity. They regularly share and teach these beliefs with WSU students and work to help all students feel valued, speaking at workshops, and participating in events like the National Day of Racial Healing. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. So like the National Day of Racial Healing live mural painted at the Cub, showing their dedication to include WSU students in this movement for change and sharing their powerful art. All right, our second community organization is Regency Pullman. Regency Pullman offers retirement and assisted living options with compassionate care in a professionally managed, carefully designed retirement community. They design volunteer projects with the Center for Civic Engagement here at WSU. Lisa Askins and Regency Pullman provide opportunities for intergenerational interaction and relationship building. These connections become so meaningful and impactful for all involved. Students find their experience with Regency Pullman an immersive and connective experience, with students regularly expressing how much they value Lisa and the team as leaders. Lisa ensures that all volunteers are assisted and heard, always thinking through projects students can work on and including everyone in a positive, cheerful way. Students comment on what a joy it is to volunteer with Regency Pullman and spend time with the residents and regularly request to continue to volunteer multiple times. All right, and the last community organization is the YMCA of the Palouse. The Y has worked closely with WSU students for many years, providing opportunities to get leadership experience while working with children. Together, WSU students and the YMCA have been able to serve countless young people throughout the Palouse. Josh Paparazzo, the current CEO of the Y, has had an extremely positive impact on WSU students, and it is clear how dedicated he is to cultivating leadership and social responsibility in all who come to work with him. He believes strongly in giving university students access to leadership opportunities and practical experiences in the fields they are studying, as it provides a holistic education. He believes that providing access to service opportunities for students is the key ingredient to creating the leaders of tomorrow, and that overflows to his team and to all the students served in the community. The YMCA of the Palouse strives for an inclusive, growth-focused environment, building relationships with children through being a consistent presence, demonstrating leadership and providing opportunities for young students and college students to learn from each other. Congratulations to all the student organizations and our community partners.
Congratulations to all the recipients of the President's Award for Leadership. You are all truly an inspiration and an amazing representation of what it means to be a leader and a Coug. Let's give them all a big round of applause. For our final presentations this evening, we are honored to present the Virginia E. Thomas Endowed Scholarship for Leadership Coaching and Mentoring. To help us in making these presentations is someone that needs no introduction and is the perfect presenter and closer for this event. Join me in giving an enthusiastic Cougar welcome to Brian Sheffield, Executive Director of Student Engagement Services.
Thank you, Sydney, and everybody for being here tonight. Y'all having a good time tonight? So before I jump into this, I have to tell you, months of work goes into putting this all together and working through all of those nominations and everything. And so I would be remiss not to take just a quick moment and recognize a few folks from behind the scenes. And it's actually a very large team, but there's two students that are here tonight that I just want to recognize, Bailey Berger and Nusha Bose, who you saw up here helping us tonight. They're part of our larger student team, and they lead our leadership programs, help lead those. But certainly, the biggest applause probably should be going towards Nicole Wamsley, who you saw earlier today. She really coordinated the night and all the processes that go into making this night happen. So thank you, Ben, the rest of the team. You all are quite amazing. It's a pleasure to work with you all. All right, so I'm supposed to stay on the script. I am truly humbled to present this year's Virginia E. Thomas Memorial Scholarship. Virginia Thomas served in a version of the role that I hold today as the director of the Leadership Center from 1995 to 2003. This scholarship was created after a group of Cougs wanted to find a way to honor Virginia and the legacy she left at WSU. So a scholarship for an amazing student that embodies what was important to Virginia: servant leadership, excellence, integrity, character, and service, and keeps that tradition alive at WSU. Seemed the most appropriate to that group of students and staff. Virginia left a lasting impact on many Cougs, former students, staff, and others, and they would want you to know. She challenged all of us to be better. She expected more from us. She still does. She lived a life of courage. She lived a life of passion. She showed empathy. She listened. She taught me to take time and build relationships whenever possible, that a face-to-face conversation could build bridges and repair damages. I think what mattered most to me about Virginia was her fearless tenacity. Virginia was inspirational. She was a ray of light and really pushed you to be the best and find passion in all that you do. She really helped me to find a voice as a leader and use it to bring up others along the way. Rare is a friend, and in this case, a mentor, who is brutally honest to your face in an attempt to help you, but boldly loyal and protective of you behind your back. I suggest simply hold Virginia up to students today as a marker of what it looks like to leave a legacy. Nobody even knows or cares what titles or paychecks Virginia Thomas collected in her life, but hundreds of people sure as heck feel her continued impact on their hearts and minds. Virginia was the real deal. Bring the heat like she did, full throttle, honest, passionate, driven, and pour yourself into others, and you will leave a legacy that never dies. Tonight, we honor that spirit of Virginia that is in all Cougs, even those that never met her. So I challenge each of you to constantly strive to be a better and stronger leader. The accomplishments mentioned today are amazing, and you all should be proud. We're proud of you, and I'm certain that Virginia would have been proud of you as well. But these are just the beginning of the amazing things we know and expect you to accomplish. So, we have the opportunity to honor one individual with a scholarship that the committee believes embodies the legacy of Virginia. The Virginia E. Thomas Memorial Endowed Scholarship honors a legacy of excellence, integrity, character, discovery, and service. It's presented to an undergraduate student who has excelled in efforts to impact student life at Washington State University, but more importantly, has excelled in leading and coaching others to be better leaders. This award is presented annually to a continuing undergraduate student who will be with us for the following academic year, allowing them to take advantage of the $2,500 scholarship award and participate in some of the many leadership programs created by Virginia that continue today. This scholarship is awarded concurrently with the President's Award, a program that Virginia developed. Tonight's recipient seeks to uphold values congruent with this scholarship, including collaborating with others, mentoring and supporting others, and being an active learner. Whether hosting a DEI workshop for the organizations he's affiliated with, or working to support those who may not share his same culture and values. This student is always looking to promote awareness and is absolutely committed to building community. I am very delighted to announce that the recipient of the Virginia E. Thomas Memorial Endowed Scholarship goes to Alvin Joseph Azana.
Thank you, Brian, and congratulations, Alvin. And thank you all so much for being with us to honor these outstanding individuals and groups tonight. To all the honorees, organizations, and advisors, your engagement and service within the WSU community speaks loudly about who you are and about the friends you now have in an elite group. Please join us at the stage for a group photo before you leave. Remember, leadership is not all about a position, but instead about your actions. Lead on and go Cougs.